For number 2, my first step would be to get the radical isolated on one side, but that's already been done for us. So my next step is just to square both sides so I can get rid of that radical. So squaring a square root gets rid of it. Now squaring a negative will get rid of that negative sign there. So it's just going to be a positive x squared. So then I want to solve for x, but because I see that I have an x squared and an x here, I'm going to have to use factoring. So I want to get everything onto one side and 0 on the other. So I'm going to leave x squared there because I want my square term to be positive when I factor. And because there's no number in front of the x squared, I can do the fast version of factoring. So I could put x and x, and what two numbers multiply together to give me 7, or I should say negative 7, but add together to give me negative 6. And that'll be negative 7 and plus 1. So then I can set each of these equal to 0 and then solve. But we do need to check this with the table. So I want to type in my left-hand side of my equation into y1 and my right-hand side into y2. And then I put in my two answers, 7 and negative 1. And for 7, I see that these two columns are not the same. So 7 would not be a solution. These two columns are the same. And again, the columns being the same means that your two sides of your equation equal each other. So negative 1 would be a solution. So I'm going to keep the negative 1 and throw out the 7. So on these you could have two answers, you could have one answer, or you could actually have no answers. If these both don't work out, then you would put no solution. But on this one, negative 1 does work.